Tattersall's calls itself a home away from home for its members. A select group of Brisbane men enjoy the exclusive facilities, including a gym, indoor swimming pool, library and even a barber.
I've been a member of Tattersall's for 15 years. It's a place where I've got very strong, firm friendships.
The heritage-listed club in the heart of the city was established in 1865 by leading business and horse racing identities.
Racing in the Tattersall's tiara.
Its male-only membership reflects its 19th century origins.
You're going back 153 years, and so we're almost as old as the state itself. And I think back then, men worked with other men. So our workplaces weren't mixed. The racing industry certainly wasn't mixed.
Women can go to Tattersall's with male family members or to private functions like weddings. But membership has remained elusive. Susan, why do you think you still can't become a member here?
It's difficult to understand what the members of the club would fear about women like myself wanting to be a member of the club. I say that because there are women in the club. It's just that they're waitresses. There are women in the club too who are the wives and partners of the fully paid up male membership.
Susan Moriarty is a lawyer specialising in anti-discrimination cases who believes the club needs to catch up with modern times.
The Anti-Discrimination Act here in Queensland is 30 years old in 2021. It's extraordinary that we're still having a debate about whether or not the Chief Justice of Queensland can be a member of the Tattersall's Club.
The inclusion of women has been attempted and rejected by Tattersall's members before.
It was a man's world at Tattersall's last night.
Ecstatic. Absolutely ecstatic.
It wasn't the appropriate time to make women full members.
In 2015, there were protests outside when the Liberal National Party held its International Women's Day function there.
Thank God that bastion of old-fashioned chauvinism has finally collapsed like the walls of Jericho at the trumpet cry of the Liberal National Party. Good on you.
The club's president, Stuart Fraser, is pushing for change.
A yes vote will return this club to a busy social place and a respected member of our community.
The president argues the club's almost 5,000 members need to let women in, or Tattersall's risks dying a slow death.
The place that we have for male-only dining at the moment is our members' dining room. It's available for lunch for members from 12 to 2:30, 5 days a week. And this is one of the things we were looking at in terms of patronage. So over a decade, the patronage in that room has gone from 16,000 diners per annum down to 8,000 diners per annum.
Maybe Stuart might want to think again about what represents the future.
Bill O'Chee is a straight-talking former National Senator who is against letting women become members.
But what would happen if females were allowed to be members that would be so concerning?
Well, the nature of the club would change. The sense of privacy and intimacy.
Is that such a problem though?
It is important. It's really important. We've got to be allowed, men have got to be allowed to be themselves in their own company.
According to Bill, staying male only is vital.
That 1 in 2 marriages ends in divorce, and men tend to suffer more deeply and more profoundly from divorce than women do. So we have to have an environment in which men can actually talk about those things. If men can't talk about their problems, that's when they are prone to suicide. And there are very few people in Tattersall's who do take their lives. It does seem to be working.
I don't quite understand why they'd want a safe space in the 21st century. That's a fairly long bow to draw, that somehow being a member of Tattersall's and, you know, having the women restricted to serving you is somehow some kind of panacea for any suicide ideation you might have.
We're here in front of the Moreton Club, which is one of the 17 all-female clubs in Brisbane.
Bill O'Chee believes maintaining the status quo is a defence of men's rights, so they too can continue to have single-sex clubs.
If Tattersall's club is made to change its rules, and if we say there are no male-only clubs in Brisbane, then we must also say there are no female-only clubs in Brisbane.
The result of the contentious vote will be unveiled at a meeting tomorrow.
This theme of the 21st century is about equality and diversity, and it's lapping at the shores of Tattersalls. That's what's happening.
I think that Tattersall's club's great failure has not been to me more brazenly out there and saying we are very proud to have been looking after Brisbane men for 150 years.